Hey folks, this is BestInSlot. Welcome back to the day of Jurassic World Evolution 2 coverage. In this video, we're going to check out pack hunting. We're going to check out what can pack hunt, what can be pack hunted, and, just how much damage can these herbivores do. So at this point in time, the only real knowledge of pack hunting we've had has actually come from my own Chaos Theory gameplay, where I really focused in on that. But it was only raptors hunting Parasaurolophus. Parasaur is a little bit weak, and raptors are of course one of the best pack hunters out there. So instead today we have a Triceratops. She's going to be first up. That might seem a little bit weird for those who only played Evolution 1, but in Evolution 2, which is actually all of us at this point, in Evolution 2 the Triceratops has had a big buff up. She's actually now the strongest ceratopsid in the game. Much more of a big draw and a much more popular dinosaur than she was in Jurassic World Evolution 1, so perfect to test out these pack hunting mechanics. I've then gathered up all of these small carnivores, your raptors, Proceratops, Deinonychus, Dilo, and Troodon. No Coelophysis because we already know it doesn't pack hunt, and no Compsognathus because I thought that would be stupid. And basically we're going to test them all out against this strong trike. I haven't upped her stats or anything, she's a default trike. But we're going to test them all out against the trike, see which of them will resort to pack hunting, see if the trike can ever do any damage. Can the raptors, for example, be killed? We didn't see that in the Chaos Theory. The Para got some good kicks in, but nothing ever actually died. So let's test out these raptors. Here we go. Also, a little treat for you on the type of raptor. Because why not, eh? Like I said, so far the raptors don't seem that interested. Maybe the trike is a little bit too scary in some ways. We know they can hunt ceratopsids though. We've seen them attack the Sinoceratops during the raptor species field guide. So I am curious why they're not going for the trike quite yet. But we'll figure that out soon. I was getting a little nervous that this wasn't going to work. Nothing was happening. However, the sun is in such an awkward position. However, it looks like the raptors, they kind of walked over here, gathered up together, and then they suddenly started sprinting. They are in full-on attack pose here. The trike has started to ready herself. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Trike bucks around, they're grabbing onto the frill, they're grabbing onto the sides. Trike gets a proper big hit on. Some of them just get sort of knocked off. Oh god, the triple attack there, Jesus. Trike bucks them off again. She's looking a little worse for wear though. She's going down, I think. It looks a lot speedier than last time. It looks pretty good to me. Yeah, the trike, despite being a toughie, she still kind of got absolutely smashed. She did seem to do some damage, however, health 100, health 100. Where's the other raptor gone? It's inside it, that's why. Okay, all the raptors are at 100%. It is actually inside it. All the raptors are at 100% health. This concerns me a little bit. It does make me think that maybe the herbivores will never actually be able to do any damage back. What we're going to do, before we move on, we're going to try a super ramped up Triceratops. I'm going to boost up all her stats and see if she fares any better. To do that, I'm very specifically going to look at the strong trait, basically, which increases the attack of a dinosaur and in turn increasing dominance and combat effectiveness. You can do that with defensive as well. Dominance is now this sort of joint stat. If we go over here and you see base dominance is 97, that's the culmination of your attack and defense stat. And it seems to be that stat that's going to dictate how well a dinosaur does in combat. So let's give this a go. Okay, here we go again. It looks like only 2 raptors this time, and this is a plus 30% strength Triceratops, so its dominance stat should be higher. Oof, hello! It's bucking around, fighting back. Raptors jumping on, getting twirled off. Trike keeps on going. It looks good, it's got to be said. Oh! It does actually look pretty great. I love that. That bit makes me happy. That's the equivalent of the kick for the para. Oh, hello. What's going on here? Okay, so the other raptors have decided to join in. However, Despite that, no matter what happens at this point, there are 2 dead velociraptors in the area. I was a little apprehensive. It looked like maybe they were never going to take damage. How I think it works... Right, let's just watch this for a bit. Oh my god, this trike is putting a fight up. Jesus. Oh, she's going down. It took 5 raptors to take her down. Oh god, 6. She killed... No, 2. Wait, yeah. Oh, you've taken a little bit of damage. How I suspect it works, based on what we just saw... God, you really did fight well, girl. Okay, that's really cool. It's cool that they can fight back, that they stand a chance. And this is against a velociraptor, you've got to keep in mind. There are probably easier dinosaurs to take down than a velociraptor. How I suspect it works is it's not a case of like every kick doing damage until the raptor dies, or every hit doing damage until the raptor dies, but maybe there's a chance... Hey, you two calm down, I'm talking. Maybe there's a chance on every hit to do damage, more like. I think that other raptor was injured from fighting with the other raptors. So I think it's more like every time the trike fights back, there's a chance of a kill. Basically, so the longer the trike can survive, which is obviously helped by the strong stat that we gave them, means that there's more chance of the trike getting the kills. That seems to be how it works. It didn't look like the trike was doing active damage, but it did manage to kill 2 velociraptors. I was really nervous watching that, thinking, oh god, is this going to be rubbish? But the fact that she can get the kills... And you know what, if there's only 3 raptors in this paddock, she might well have survived, which is exactly what we want. We want these herbivores to have a chance. If anything, I would scale it a little bit more in the herbivores' favour, to be honest. But still, yeah, pretty cool. Right, let's try out some of the other dinosaurs then. We know the raptors can pack hunt. We've seen it. We've tested out their deaths, which is a fairly morbid sentence. What about the other small carnivores? Well, folks, it took a little bit of time, but the Proceratosaurus swarm is heading towards the Triceratops. It's worth pointing out, I had a couple of goats wandering around this habitat just from another video, and in both cases, the herbivores, the carnivores I should say, the Velociraptors and the Proceratosaurus targeted the goat first. They went for the goats first. And even when the goats had already been killed, they fed from the goat carcass until the goat carcass, there were 2 of them lying over here, until the goat carcass disappeared. So they didn't even start pack hunting until they'd exhausted their other food sources, which again I think is what we want, right? We want them to, you know, this is pack hunting of the Triceratops. This is a large, scary dinosaur and very risky thing to do. So you want them to go for the easy meal, the easy food, before they start to hunt your herbivores. It should mean that if you keep them well fed with goats as well, maybe you can have your small carnivores and your medium herbivores actually live together for quite a long time, if you can keep the goats well stocked. That definitely seems to be the system based on what I'm seeing anyway, but now let's give this another go. I tell you what, I'm going to very quickly save it because I'm going to need a thumbnail. So let's give this a go for the very first time ever, probably. Proceratosaurus pack hunting. Like a little terrifying green swarm. There are 4 of them on the trike here at the moment. But they are weaker than the raptors. She'll have to fight well to survive this one. She's getting kind of shredded, it must be said. Trike, fight! Fight, Trike! No, she goes down pretty easily there. Unfortunately, again, this is the standard Triceratops, it must be said. And she got attacked by 4 of these at the same time. They did well, though. And it's pretty cool just to know, like, we know the herbivores can fight back. At this point, I'm just kind of wanting to find out what can pack hunt. I will mention it one last time, I would like the herbivores to be stronger even than they are, but it's cool that they can do it. And here we go again, folks. I swear, this poor Triceratops just in this Groundhog Day loop of torture. Alright, anyways, pack hunting begins. All crowding around that one side. There's 5 Deinonychus in this attack. The trike probably doesn't stand much of a chance. Tumbles over, but she's still okay. She's still okay. It's still good. It's still good. Fight, trike, fight. Couple get knocked off, but she's looking a little weary. Yeah, she goes down pretty quickly. The number of dinosaurs attacking obviously has quite a strong effect on how quick the trike is going down in these situations. She fought well, but she didn't fight that well. Well, there's your confirmation. I got there a little bit slow this time. Again, they kind of just walked together and suddenly drop down to the ground, sprinting forward, angry mode activated, and one of them is currently mid-pounce on its way to clamp onto the trike. Alright, let's see how the Dilophosaurus does. Cool to get confirmation about the dialogue, because I wasn't sure on this one. Bloody Nora. It's really cool how there's so many latch-on points as well. That's really making a difference to how natural this looks. A couple are getting knocked down. Trike isn't getting the big hits in as she was last time. I think the key takeaway really is that A, the number of dinosaurs is massively important. We saw the trike kill 2 of them, but there was only 2 attacking. Here we've obviously got 4. And also that it's quite important, if you want your herbivores to be surviving this, that you give them a nice buff up in terms of their stats. I think those strong stats are going to be really important to making this work. Alright, at this point the Troodons are actively starving to death rather than partaking in the pack hunting. So I think we can safely say, or at least relatively safely say, it's Deinonychus, Velociraptor, Dilophosaurus, and Proceratosaurus are your 4 pack-hunting dinosaurs. Troodon clearly has no interest whatsoever, been here for a very long time, and they are starving to death, as I say. The other dinosaurs would have hunted way before then. I'll stick around with this for a little bit longer, just in case, probably until they actually die of starvation, but either way, it does appear that we have our 4 pack-hunting dinosaurs. Now, it's all well and good hunting down a ceratopsid. Is there a pack hunting mechanic, however, with the Tyrannosaurus Rex? As in, can they pack hunt the Tyrannosaurus Rex? Not will the... You know what I mean. Okay, we've got our, actually, JP3 Rex there.
I'm Claire Deering.
And I'm going to release the... Let's go for the Deinonychus instead. I don't want to do the Velociraptor because we know the Velociraptor and the Rex have a very special animation that was added in Return to Jurassic Park. So I'm trying to avoid that and just properly test the pack hunting. So let's go with another dinosaur that we know has the ability to do so. Well, to be honest with you folks, I was literally about to give up. I was literally about to start recording and saying, well, it looks like this isn't a thing. However, as you can see, we've got 2 Proceratosaurus diving through here at the side. Rex has readied herself, and it looks like they're going to start pack hunting. Let's give it a go. And there, they are doing... Oh! Woohoo! Okay, you're still okay. I think the other one... Oh, the other one's okay as well. Get back in there, guys. Fight! Fight for your right! Rex turning, snapping, growling, trying desperately to grab hold, flinging her body around. Oh, that one was in the teeth. Oh, that one might be dead. Yeah, that's a dead Proceratosaurus over there. Oh, and that one's probably dead as well. Is that one dead? That one looks very dead, yeah. So, when they come to pack hunting a T-Rex, it's a slightly different story, to say the least. They, Oh, and we're going again. On your own. That's a brave decision. Oh, another one coming in. Tried to jump on the head, but knocked away instantly. It seemed to be... It was funny that, because it seemed to be doing the... Oh, Rex is looking a little weary. Oh, Rex goes down. Wow, pack hunting is a very strong mechanic. Okay, it seems the Plodicus can be pack hunted as well. You can see the raptors have begun charging in. We're going to let this play out, and then I'm going to make a Brachiosaurus and see what happens. The Plodicus makes sense. It's an appropriate size that they can kind of latch onto the body. I'm kind of surprised, I've got to be honest. Not putting up much of a fight, is it? It's weird how you can see the body kind of shrink inwards and go pallid as it dies. It's trying to stomp and stamp and do some damage, but it's not proving that effective. And down it. Oh, you know what would be really cool if that raptor died? It got crushed to death. Wow, the Plodicus got absolutely destroyed, to say the least. I think Brachiosaurus is probably a step too far, but let's test it out. Well, folks, it's up to you to determine how unexpected this is. That's a chunky tail right there. But the raptors are indeed pack hunting the Brachiosaurus. They've just started to charge in right now. And that's a hell of a jump they've got on. And yeah, they are mainly, though, sticking onto the legs. Well, legs and sort of lower body. And I suspect the Brachiosaurus is going to be in a spot of bother here. Probably not a dinosaur well equipped to defend itself in this kind of situation. The raptors are having an easier time with this than they did with anything else, really. They just Little stomp there, but it didn't do much, it must be said. And the Brachii goes down absolutely annihilated. Oh god, and look at them. Oh god. Okay. Well, it seems that, I mean, from my perspective, every single herbivore in the game, or at least the majority of them, can be pack hunted. We've seen small sauropods, we've seen big sauropods, or medium-sized sauropods and big sauropods, we've seen ceratopsids, we've not seen ankylosaurus and stuff. I can't try them all out. I've been here for over an hour already. I've heard Owen Grady talk about the raptors about 40 times, and I'm losing my mind. But suffice to say, the pack hunting mechanics are more elaborate than I think most of us expected. Now, I will say, I don't think they should be taking down a Brachiosaurus anywhere near that easily. I think the stats and the chances need to be weighed far heavier in favour of the herbivores, and there needs to be a system in place that says that sauropods, especially largest ones like the Brachiosaurus, can sustain way more damage than a lot of the dinosaurs. Because Brachiosaurus' stats, its dominant stats, probably aren't that high realistically, and I suspect that's what the game's pulling from. But, you know, realistically, regardless of its dominant stats, Brachiosaurus would be near impossible for 4 raptors to take down, or it would take a lot longer than the 10 seconds it just took. So I think the numbers need tweaking and then things need to be changed, but the basis of a very, very cool system are definitely here, and yeah, really happy to see that. That's pretty cool stuff. I love that. I can't believe they can take down a Brachii. That's blown me away a little bit. One last little thing as another treat. You've seen the female JP3 raptor. Let's check out the male as well. There you go. Just to show you that they're in the game, really, more than anything. Worth noting, of course, that the female still has the wrong eye colour. Frontier refuses to fix this issue for some reason, but not a big deal. Anyways, that's it from me. That's a good overview, I think, of the pack hunting mechanics in Jurassic World Evolution 2. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, hit me up in the comment section down below. What do you want to see? What do you want to know about before the game releases in a few days' time? I will see you lovely folks in the next video then. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Throw me a like if you enjoyed this video. Make sure you check out the playlist down below of my bonus materials. That's all this random Evolution 2 stuff all in one big chunky playlist. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you lovely folks next time. Cheers much as always. Bye-bye. Reaching out.